know thoughts can flow freely. A place where you can pour out your deepest emotions, your wildest dreams, and your darkest fears without judgment or consequence. Such a place exists, and it is close as the page of a journal. As you can see here, there is a lady writing in a journal. She is expressing her feelings. Good day and welcome to today's speech on the therapeutic power of journal writing. My name is Nomalanga Dlamini, the future psychologist from Imbali Combined School. Journal writing is not to be confused with diary writing. Diary writing is an often recall of everyday life events, while journal writing is another use to shape and explore ideas. As you can see here, you can use your journal as to shape your ideas and to explore them. Using a journal can involve more than writing, and it doesn't have to be a linear process. The pages don't even have to be dated. Journal writing is also known as journal therapy, as it has many benefits which include reduced stress, reduced anxiety, improves mental and emotional well-being. This person, she can improve or increases her happiness by generating her feelings down. The use of journaling as a healing modality is beneficial to anyone who is recovering from physical or mental issues. It has been proven to be an effective tool to anyone who is recovering from cancer treatment. Studies have shown that 15 minutes of journaling 3 to 5 times per week increases the happiness of those who are suffering from mental issues. Matthew Lieberman, a psychologist at the University of Los Angeles in California, once said that putting our feelings down on paper increases the activity in a part of our brain called the amygdala, which is responsible for the intensity of our emotions. I personally myself, when putting my feelings down on paper, I start by expressing gratitude and appreciate the good things that I have in life. This positive outlook increases my happiness and it also improves my mood. So why not give it a try and start writing in a journal today and experience the benefits for yourself. Thank you.
Do you have a journal? Have you started writing a journal?
A journal, it has become my best friend as I have no friends at school.
Okay.
What would you do?
As I've said that I want to be a psychologist, so writing a journal, it has become personal to me. So I would feel sad for someone to read my journal.
What would you do?
I wouldn't do nothing, but I would be just sad.
Give her hands.
And you are? Again? Nomalanga? Thank you.
These just do not hold true anymore. In fact, the World Health Organization, which monitors health issues worldwide, describes childhood obesity as one of the most serious public health challenges of the 21st century. My name is Boniswa Rumeni, your future dietitian from Imbali Combined School. I stand before you to deliver a speech, but with a question in mind. Now the question is, are parents really responsible for their children gaining weight? If you can see this picture here, we have a mother feeding her 5-year-old child a burger and a mother of 2 feeding her children burgers. Well, allow me to take you back to 2007. Globally, an estimated 22 million children under the age of 5 years were overweight. In South Africa, 17% of children between the ages of 1 and 9 years are overweight. And in these recent stats, it is shown that with the number of children aged 5 to 19 years living with obesity increases by each year. And it is predicted that with this increase, by 2030, we'll be having over 250 million children living with obesity in South Africa. For these children, the risk of becoming overweight adults and catching various illnesses increases in a big way. The vicious cycle of childhood obesity shows a steady shift from a healthy child towards an obese adult with various illnesses. In addition, children who are overweight or obese may struggle with emotional issues such as depression, low self-esteem, and poor self-image even when they are adults. In some cases, what children inherit from their parents can be blamed for weight gain. However, lifestyle issues often play a huge role in children becoming overweight, especially in these recent times. After all, who wants to spend time in the kitchen when the fast food is just a quickly stop away? On top of this, it's tasty, it's filling, and it's fairly affordable. seems like a win-win situation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not exactly. This is the fast food trap. It's literally like digging your grave with your own teeth. According to the World Health Organization, one of the main reasons for childhood obesity is the steady global shift in diet towards energy-dense foods which are high in sugar and fat but low in nutrients. Another reason for childhood obesity is the decreased physical activity levels. The World Health Organization mentions that this is the inactive nature of many forms of entertainment, changing in the forms of transport, and increasing urbanization. In South Africa, safety concerns may be added to the list. Fearing for their children's safety, parents may not allow their children to either walk or ride a bicycle to school, but they need to manage their children's weight somehow. While inherited causes may be dealt with medically, lifestyle factors can either be changed or improved. Research has shown that children begin their lifestyle patterns at the age of 12. Therefore, it is important that a child eats healthily and leads an active lifestyle as early as possible. Parents need to set a good example by eating the same healthy dishes as their children and sharing meal times with them. If you can see in this picture here, we have a family of 3 not only eating healthy food, but highlighting the importance of family time. Parents should also aim to encourage healthy eating patterns and encourage a healthful relationship with food in their children. Research has shown that starting off with healthier eating habits could provide lifelong benefits. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the big question is, what is childhood? Childhood is an intensive growth and development phase. That is why children need more nutritious meals in order to grow. To provide all these essential nutrients, a child's meals and snacks should include a variety of fruits and vegetables. Furthermore, the absence of fresh fruits and vegetables depletes your body of the essential minerals and vitamins that are vital for maintaining a healthy immune system. Another point I should add on this is that parents need to aim to encourage healthy eating patterns and build a healthy relationship with food in their children. Parents are suggesting physical activity, the family's daily routine. Parents should make time for family walks and play active games together, like this family taking a walk and playing active games. In addition to increasing the physical activity, children should be encouraged to spend less time watching video games and watching television and playing video games. As this picture right here highlights a child who dozed off while playing a video game. Children should never be encouraged to participate in an organized sports that they may enjoy. Not only in this way will they be physically active, but they'll gain confidence and essential life skills. Now, the approach to weight gain in children is important and should be dealt with in such a way that the child is not made to feel victimized or different. It is important that when dealing with obesity in children, every action taken to prevent weight gain will pay off in the long run. Thank you.
Not a very good speech. I'm interested in the creativity in the chart. What was going through your mind when you have those eyes? And I think it's a paper. Yeah, this is part of paper 1 day. The eyes, why are they so wide open? What was going through your mind?
Well, when I was constructing this, I thought of children and how mesmerized they are when they see burgers and just fast food. And then there's it's just for creativity.
For creativity, it's very relevant, I must say. Give a hand.
If we could all be ecstatic, the world would be a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, before I can go any further, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ramataba, hashtag the Ramataba Princess, and it is an honor and a privilege to be standing here in front of you today. My topic is, for every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Who knew that for every minute you spend being angry at somebody else, you actually lose 60 good seconds of happiness? While it is psychologically proven that anger holds a very strong physical component, whereas happiness is contagious. Just like a cold flu, happiness is easy to spread out from the people around you. To some people, happiness is just an emotion or a feeling that you get when good things transpire, like buying a new car, buying a new house, getting a new pair of shoes. But to it all, happiness is the key prevention to mental disorders. It is said that happy people have It is said that happy people have less chances of contracting mental disorders, which means they suffer from less stress, less anxiety, and less depression. They are more sociable, which means they socialize very easily, and they are friendly. They tend to live a long and a healthier life. As a result, they have a very good, healthy well-being. But I'm sure you're all wondering, how can one be happy in this horrific world? Well, there are two ways you can to always stay happy or to always remain happy. The first one is to always stay optimistic. Stay optimistic. Optimism isn't a belief that the situation will automatically get better, but it is a conviction or it is an assurance that we can make things better. And optimists always believe that there is tomorrow, there's always a chance, never give up, and always stay positive. Positivity leads to a very happy life. The second one is gratitude. Be thankful and grateful all the time. Show kindness, caring, and sympathy for other people. Be the reason for somebody's happiness and always show generosity to other people. I think the world would make a very happy place, a much better place instead. If we could all be happy, not sad or angry. Let us choose happiness because happiness brings out the best of us. Thank you. All the time.
Thank you so much.
My name is Qoqa. Today I stand before you with a speech dedicated to a topic often debated, criticized and judged recklessly, the length of a woman's skirt. I firmly believe that the length of my skirt or any woman's skirt for that matter is not a warrant that warrants such attention, scrutiny or moral policy. Our society is still progress in innumerable aspects, embracing diversity, promoting equal opportunities, and championing individuality. Yet it seems when it comes to a woman's choice of attire, we still find ourselves caught in an archaic mindset. Why is the length of the skirt of a woman so consequential? Why does it become a center of attention, discussion, and even societal judgment? It is essential to remember that the woman's worth, respect, or intelligence is not based on her length of her skirt. We must create a world where women are judged according to their intelligence, achievements, or the things they contribute to a society. I firmly believe that the length of my skirt is not a concern to any violation, and I believe that women must be protected. We must applaud girls or women out there who are brave enough to embrace themselves. In conclusion, I would like to say it is time we collectively shift our mindset and realize that the length of a woman's skirt is not a concern that warrants such attention or judgment. Our society can progress when we work towards such matters as discrimination, gender inequality. We can create a world where women are not judged according to their abilities.
Thank you.
The poster here shows a young man picks girl or woman under the skirt sexual. So this picture tells us that it is not right to justify what happens to women according to what they wear. The length of the skirt is not a concern to any attention. Actually, our teachers are supposed to protect us, so we must not be worried about how people will look at us, but be safe in our school because we know that our teachers are here to protect us.
Thank you.
The government of which we have in South Africa, because we are being led by black people, but they're not watching out for us who are down there. We are no longer allowed to call this oppression, but what should we call it? Racism, tribalism, I don't understand. But my speech today is for me to enlighten you guys to be aware of our surroundings and fight for ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for our kids, who will come in and for the future, whereby every black child is living in a suitable environment and learning about themselves and their history. Thank you. In South Africa, we have an issue of housing, whereby they've created programs called Savannah City, for example, of which the government is giving people houses, people who can't afford to buy their own homes. What I'm saying is the government is not giving us enough land to allocate people because we're left in it. It's like we're in a corner and then we're crowded there. There's not even enough air to breathe. So the government should give us our land, give us a place whereby we're going to feel comfortable, not only benefiting the whites, but only us too and us black people. To be like living in the same space as the whites, living in a clean environment and a safe one.
Imagine a world where there's no end or beginning, a world where there's no time, no anybody has control over their lives. Then wait 2 seconds. Greetings to you all protocols observed. I am standing here to share my enlightenment about a certain element that everybody thinks it's ordinary, but it's no ordinary element as it has a significant impact in our daily lives. I am here to talk about numbers. I aim to shed light about how significant numbers are in our daily routines. To begin with, numbers are a means of communication. They're a universal language to everybody. Regardless of your culture, your native language, or your background, with numbers we can communicate clearly and comprehend each other. From the smallest numerical value to the integral mathematical equations, we can comprehend and also communicate in numbers. Moreover, numbers provide us with a sense of order and structure. Imagine a world without time, a world without a map, nor a date. As you can see in this poster, I have a picture of a clock, of which it shows us that numbers are a symbol of time. What would the world be without time? How would you even function on a daily life basis if you don't have time? Moreover, numbers do not only symbolize time, but also they symbolize identification to the people of South Africa. Who would you be without an identification number? Additionally, numbers have the power to provoke emotions and also intrigue your curiosity. Imagine if you lived in a world whereby you're not even curious about why is the sky blue or why is the water clear. With numbers, we are able to have a meaning to everything that is happening around in our world. Numbers do not only represent time, no identification, but we're able to have meanings and symbols in numbers. For instance, our number 1, it represents unity and self-individualism. Number 1 shows us that we can be united and also we can stand out because of its number, because of the starting number. It shows us that as a world we can stand united. Also, number 0, it shows that you can have power and also emptiness. It shows how numbers have the power to symbolize just a small element. In conclusion, the representative of number is both essential and transformative. I invite you to allow me to ask you to embrace the significance of numbers in our lives. Let numbers embark and also create that curiosity in you. Ask yourself that why are we living in such a world? Ask yourself why are the numbers that we're using, the counting system that we're using today, the way it is. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Interesting. But I need you to enlighten us as to why the clouds is blue according to numbers.
Thank you for the question. According to the numbers, the reason why we have a blue sky today, it was said by the geographers that there was an Arabic equation that was created by the mathematicians that came about to create the blue sky today. On the other hand, we might not justify numbers because we also have human nature, like God's creation. Some other things are God's creation, but with the help of our mathematicians and also geographers, they came up with an equation that shows us why the sky is blue today. Thank you for the question.
Because they do not have resources to pursue those opportunities. For example, people from rural areas do not have access to internet, so it is hard for them to apply for things like jobs and scholarship. Then as Sharon says, struggling financially to fund studies. We all know our country has many universities have trouble with finances and students wanting funding. So some of them end up protesting, having what return fees must.
Students in universities are dropouts. This is because of they are failing in universities. And I think this is done because of there are no research that are done. Yes, being in university in the first year, it's a bit scary because you're not used to the lectures in the universities. You are used to teachers. As they are saying, some of people who have been to university, that lectures are not as teachers as such. They don't come into class and teach you. They can just come to class and tell you that next week you're writing, go and read these pages. So I think it is because of that. So according to me,
Of these problems include that they can be involved in politics, volunteering, and also in technology. I would like to conclude by Ms. Ndoli's speech when she said that we can never say that we are moving forward as a country while 43% of our youngs are still unemployed, and most importantly, poverty is still overpowering our nation. Our children are the greatest treasure and they're also our future. Those who abuse them tear the fabric of our society and they're also weaken our nation. Thank you.